Sparky Fiver with you out here at Summerfest. It is the Hole-in-One Challenge brought to you by Lexus and, of course, the Fan. Been out here for, well, since last Thursday, I guess it would be. All kinds of different prizes that you can win at the Hole-in-One. Joining me now is Will Lowery, social media sensation. How would you like to be deemed? Future social media Hall of Famer Will Lowery?
No.
How far do I go with this?
You can go a failed professional golfer to a golf media personality. That's where we can go.
So how did you get into the golf media personality? Because, my kid is still learning how to play golf as a senior in high school, and he knew exactly who you were as soon as I brought it up. So what got you to start this, and what's the end game, I guess, in all of this for you?
Well, again, after me failing at professional golf, I was on a reality television show back in probably 2012, 2013 called Big Break on the Golf Channel.
Yep.
So that kind of got me started in, I guess, a test case of how the social media game works. This is before all the iPhones and everything got big. But shout out to Pete Bavacqua, CEO of NBC Sports, pretty much said, how can we grow the game of golf? And then when he said that, I submitted a couple TV shows, and voila, we're on NBC Golf Channel. And before you know, I became opinion leader in golf, and I had to figure out the social media thing. And the end goal is just pretty much grow the game of golf. How can we, carefully craft concepts that can grab people who come from a different clubhouse and enter into the game of golf? And we all know the benefits that golf has. So that's pretty much my whole shtick.
The benefit that golf has, increasing my stress level, throwing clubs, all of that stuff that goes along with it. You played, and I'm sure you probably played other sports too.
Yes.
We talk about baseball all the time. Like a guy broke a bat over his leg last night and had a temper tantrum out on the field.
Yes.
And everybody was making fun of him for it. But in golf, there's lots of temper tantrums to be had if you're not having a good day. How do you approach the mental side of it, Will?
Well, I think, just got to make sure you see the end from the beginning before you start a round. One thing about golf, the results and hard work that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in doesn't come until late, and you just got to understand that, hey, I know I'm putting my work in. I may not get the fruit of my labor so quickly, but we are aware that, it's a slow, steady progress.
The other part about this is we have this hole-in-one challenge out here, and what my pitch to people is this. Hey, man, you got like a 6, 7-year-old, come out here, let him try. And I know he's going to hit it into the water or she's going to hit it into the water. Good. Take the video, take the picture. Next year, come back to Summerfest. They do this every year. Let them try again. Because once they get it on at 12 or 13 years old, it's going to be like the happiest time ever. There's confidence is going to be up, all of that. And it's going to be a whole big deal of how that all builds up over the course of time. You've got to figure out, I think, how to build kids' confidence up. Because if they don't have confidence early, they're going to quit.
Yeah.
They're going to decide to do something else.
Absolutely. We know the mental stress and the mental engagement that comes with golf. But that's what makes Lexus so dope. Because Lexus is trying to figure out, and not so much trying to figure out, they have figured out this could be another entry point to the game of golf. You come out here to Summerfest, hit a golf ball, hitting over water, something aesthetically pleasing to the eye, something cool, something you don't get to see every day. And Lexus really just trying to figure out, how can we get people who come from a different world, different clubhouse, see our cars, but how can we grow golf through our vehicles? And that's pretty much what Lexus is doing. They're doing a great job of that.
Let me ask you this. When Tiger Woods got good, he obviously exploded the game of golf.
Yes.
From all different backgrounds and everything else, it grew it. Now Tiger Woods is pretty much done at this point. Do you think the game is still at the same level that it was? Do you think there's more room to grow the game? More so than it is already. Obviously, the prize pools on tour are still all ginormous, and they're still doing really well there. Because when Tiger came on, the prize money wasn't nearly as close as what it was by the time Tiger was pretty much done at this point. So I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about from the interest of people going out to the course, people going to the driving range. Where do you live? Where do you live full time?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, so you don't have this issue. But here it gets cold.
Yes.
Like really cold, right?
Yes.
So you have these driving ranges where they have heaters. And they have all these games that you can play in the winter. These guys are out there in shorts and T-shirts and they're hitting into the snow at targets or whatever, so people can play golf literally year-round here and continue to work on their game.
Yeah, I think it's a twofold question. When we see that the game of golf is growing, yes, from the digital content space. We understand that there's this digital boom that is coming in golf and how how the audience is consuming golf these days. When you're thinking about it, 52 million people are consuming golf via social media daily. 2 billion are doing it weekly via TikTok. Oh. So, but when you think about the PGA Tour, that's where it gets a little sketchy because they haven't quite really got the audience from the new digital boom over into the PGA Tour world. So that's where I think I come in. As a 40-year-old who's in the middle of both worlds, I know about the old gatekeepers who want to make sure that we specialize tradition, and I also know about the young generation who wants to play golf, but they may not. They may alienate tradition. So we got to figure out how we can bridge that gap. Because I feel like there's going to be a golf civil war.
You're
soon.
too old for this. You're too old.
You know what?
You're 40. Listen to me. My producer, you can see him on YouTube back there. He just graduated college just about a year ago, and him and I have these debates all the time.
Yeah.
His generation, they don't even watch full games. They watch highlights on TikTok and then have an opinion of how good somebody is based on a highlight on TikTok. So how do you keep somebody sitting down watching 3 hours of golf?
And that's the thing. You got to carefully craft concepts so we can have the gatekeepers understand. Hey, these kids can think outside the box, but also we got to realize that you can't alienate tradition. So they got to know what Johnny Miller did in 1973, the U.S. Open at Oakmont.
Charlie, who's Johnny Miller?
Great question. He did something in Oakmont. I know that.
See,
right?
That's the thing,
right, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, Charlie. So, over the course of time, and obviously pairing up with Lexus, we're going to get you to understand who Johnny Miller, who Corey Pavin, who Jack Nicklaus is or was.
How's it feel to be an old head?
You know what?
It drives me nuts.
It's a bittersweet. You got the young generation, calling me uncle, and I'm like, thank you. I think so. I don't know. So it's definitely a catch-22.
All right, I got two more things. One, I'm on to let you plug away all your social media, everything on the end. But if you had a parent that was listening right now, and they have kids that are 9, 10 years old that are kind of thinking about golf or whatever else, what would be your advice as far as what they should do first with their kids, as far as going to the driving range? What should they work on first? How do you get them involved? Mini golf is fun, but that's not real.
Yeah.
So how do you get them involved? What would you tell them to do?
I would say, probably take a visit of your local first tee program, Boys and Girls Club, to see if they want to take an interest. But one thing about it, if you see a kid that, rise up when they hit a ball far or in the air, you got something.
Yep.
You got something. And it gives me chills to this day that how many kids have started from an event like this with Lexus, where they just hit a ball. They may not make it to the 141 yards away to the green, but they hit in the water in the air. And you'd be surprised how that it just takes off. And and I've been in so many situations because I work with kids. I don't know if you know Steph Curry. He has a junior golf tour.
Never heard of him. Who's Steph Curry?
Yeah, just this beige guy. He has a junior golf tour, and we've seen so many kids that got started, and then eventually 3-4 years later, they're like, I'm ready to play in your tournaments. I'm like, you just hit a ball for the first time three years ago.
And you're going.
And you're going. So that's what makes this the game so great. It doesn't matter what time you start. It's better to be great late than good early on.
Ooh, that's good. You got that on a T-shirt?
I'm going to put it on a T-shirt since you like that.
That's really good.
Charlie, don't take my idea now.
Yeah, that's really good.
I won't.
That's really good. All right, so how do people follow you? How do people get all your stuff?
Will Lowery Golf on Instagram. Same thing on TikTok. And we have a YouTube, Crosshand Productions, Crosshand Media. And we're just more important, just go follow Lexus.
Crosshands?
Yeah, crosshand. I play golf cross-handed. So
what do you mean you play golf cross-handed?
So you got the traditional,
left, the pinkies,
yeah, right hand,
front finger,
well, I have a left-handed grip, but play right-handed. So I'm one of a kind in the full house.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, interview's over. All right,
wait a second. Hold on. So if I go, wait a second. So I go on Instagram, I can see you with this crazy grip trying to do this nonsense?
Yeah, it's a grip and swing only mother could love. Yes.
Did people tell you this was nuts when you were trying before you failed? When you said you failed.
Yeah, all the time. But
you didn't listen.
But when they realized I can go shoot a 66 and 600 par, they kind of back off like, man, this is a genius idea. You're a perfect marketing genius right here.
But do you teach it?
No, I don't teach it. But what I would say is, if a kid, you'd be surprised when a kid naturally holds a golf club, they're naturally holding it with the left hand low.
Sure.
Now, me, I'm not gonna change. I'm like, you're in the right track with me. So, I don't change at all. I'm all for it.
Y'all need to go watch this YouTube video because he lights up. I'm not changing. It don't matter. I'm not changing. It worked. I'm not changing it.
Absolutely.
Will Lowery, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.